In the IELTS speaking, so we will just start with part one. So, and here you're going to talk about television programs. So the first question is, where do you usually watch TV programs or TV shows, and why or why not?
Yeah, actually, I spend most of my leisure times by watching TV programs and show. But as I'm living alone in the other countries, I watch most of TV programs in my personal computer or iPad because watching TV alone is very feel lonely. So to ease me and relax, I watch usually in my personal computer or iPad.
What's your favorite TV program or show, and why?
I think that most of TV programs are really interesting, but I usually spend watching Friends program. Friends is the name of the program. I learned English conversation from that program, and it's really kind of entertaining as well as giving up the English skills. So I like to watch it.
So are there any programs or shows that you don't like watching? Why or why not?
I usually don't spend my time on a variety show because I feel that this kind of wasting our times, and that kind of TV show cannot give us a message of any other things.
So do you think you will watch more TV or fewer TV programs or shows in the future? Why or why not?
I think I should reduce most of my screen time because TV program or some shows are really good to relax our mind. Although I think increasing screening time is lack of them physical and mental health. So I have to reduce in the future.
So now we are moving to part two, and in our speaking part two, you're going to describe someone you know who has started a business, and you have to say who this person is, what work this person does, and why this person decided to start a business, and you have to explain whether you would like to do the same kind of work as this person.
So starting up own business is one of my biggest goals. So, and I have many conversations with friends about starting business together with friends or relatives. And recently, one of my friends has started his own business. So I think it's quite impressive. He has ran the pub, spas, and shop. So this is a kind of pub spa and the accessory shops for dogs and cats. I think he ran this business because he adored the animals, especially dogs and cats. And the second reason is he is a kind of person going with regular working hours from 8 a.m. from morning to the 5 p.m. For up to evening. So he just went to go with his own pace. So he decided to start his own business. And I think I'm also a kind of challenging something new. So I really want to own my own business, but I'm not familiar with animals. So I will start my own business, but not same as his field.
So now we will just move on to part three. What kinds of jobs do young people not want to do in your country?
I think that's a kind of problem is not only in our country, but also the youngster around the world. Today, young people are very enthusiastic and hardworking. So they want to choose the work which can support their self-development and according to their hobby. And they don't really want to boring and not the job there is no self-development like blue-collar works.
So who is best at advising young people about choosing a job, teachers or parents?
Not only about choosing a job, but also for the social life. I think both teachers and parents are very good at advising for young people. But as for me, I have very good relationship with my parents, especially with my father. So I discussed most of my life decision with my father. And in my experience, my father, my parents is the best guides for my making decision.
Is money always the most important thing when choosing a job?
Actually, I have been working for over 7 years and I chose my current career by deciding my own dreams and experience. Whenever I take like some big decision, the money is always come like third or fourth because the first priority is for choosing a job description, job satisfaction, and other like is depend on the rules and regulation of company, working environment, atmosphere, and society. So many always not come first.
So now you have to talk about work-life balance. So do you agree that many people nowadays are under pressure to work longer hours and take less holiday?
As I'm working in a Japan, which is the developed country, and I think Japan is number one in balancing work and life. So including me, most of the young people suffer, not only young people, all ages of people suffer this kind of stress of balancing life and work.
So what is the impact on society of people having a poor work-life balance?
By having a poor work-life balance, the main impact is affecting our mental issue because there is a lack of time for family, friends, society, and also for themselves, for ourselves. So the mental issue is the biggest problem for unbalancing work-life balance.
Yeah, so the last questions are, could you recommend some effective strategies for governments and the employers to ensure people have a good work-life balance?
Yes, actually, I have some ideas about this matter. As for governments, we do already have some kind of laws and regulations for the labor right, but I think the laws are only in the books and most of the people do not follow. Right now. So I think the government should more support and protect the labor law or to keep and follow according to what they mention. And as for the employer also, like by taking care of their employees is the one of the most important thing I think, and they should give them a chance to keep their like mental and physical health, like by giving some long-term holidays in addition to the regular holiday, plus some like medical checkup annually.
Okay, so thank you. And that's the end of our speaking task.
Some of the pronunciation like I am living alone, but it's become like alone. So like actually, now you said accurately. So try to change those pronunciation. One word that I want to change in your phrase is like not in my experience, just say as my experience. Another thing that you mentioned is other something about your like job satisfactions and other and you don't know what vocabulary would be follow up and for your expressions and at the time you can use like other necessary requirements and you can use like that or like other necessary factors as such as working environment and some working organizational culture ဒီချက် overall ပေါ့နော်ဒါဒီချက် message အနေနဲ့ပေးနိုင်တာကတော့ band 6.5 plus 7ပေးလို့ရပါတယ်သူ့လက်ခေါ်လေးထည့်ပေးလိုက်ပါ